Hello, and welcome to Kentucky TextSet's Module 4, Locating Appropriately Complex Text. I'm Dr. Angie Gunter, and I'll be your guide in this search for the just right resources that will be of use in your classrooms. In the previous modules, we discussed why engaging students with complex text is crucial, ways to measure complexity, and strategies to help students access those texts. In this module, you will explore collections and websites that have been gathered to make locating grade-level appropriate texts an easier task. You will also review sites that offer non-print items and interactive activities to build your mixed media text sets, expert packs, or book baskets. The learning format for this module is a guided discovery model. You will be embarking on an expedition, exploring resources, and hopefully discovering treasures. If you have already decided on some topics or themes for your sets of text, consider focusing your searches on those areas and related ones, and create a folder to start gathering student resources you might consider implementing into your set. If you've not decided on any topics or themes, hopefully this work will result in your finding some intriguing areas of study that will spark interest and inquiry among your students and engage them in wanting to build their knowledge. We're going to begin at the resources page of the Kentucky TextSet website. There are several resources linked on the page, and they have been grouped according to the types of media they provide. In this first grouping, we've listed sites that provide access to articles and texts available in identified Lexile ranges, and some have the capability of allowing you to change the Lexile level of the articles. Let's take a look at a popular site. This one's called Newsela. It offers the free version and a pro account, which is a paid version, but we are only going to look at the free features today. If you click on Library at the top, you'll notice a listing of various subjects at the top of the list, and some different genre next, and even a Spanish version at the bottom. As you might suspect, one of my favorite places to visit on the Newsela website is the TextSet tab. Newsela editors have gathered groupings of text that can be sorted by topic or by grade level. The site also allows teachers to create and publish their own groupings. Isn't it great to be able to share and to learn from our collective knowledge? I'm going to select Social Studies. And then I might click on Life in Early Cities on that text set, and it would bring up this grouping. When I select an article, a button at the top allows me to adjust the Lexile level of the article. I set this one at a 600 Lexile, and here's the first paragraph. When we increase the Lexile level to the 12th grade version, here's that same paragraph. You can quickly scan these paragraphs and see the variation in text complexity. Newsela allows teachers to scale up or down the complexity to meet the needs of their students. Remember, we want students to grow as readers, so we don't want to differentiate only by decreasing Lexile and removing rich vocabulary. Also, recall the success-stretch sequencing model we discussed earlier. This site could be used to locate a success text that's accessible to help students build background knowledge, or the stretch text that contains that challenging vocabulary or details or structures. This was only a tiny demonstration of a portion of what one site provides and how it can be used as a resource in crafting an engaging set of texts for students of all ages. So, I'll ask you to pause the webcast now and visit the resources page on the Kentucky TextSet website. The link is found in Dig Deeper. Choose one site from this first grouping, these first four, to explore. Respond to question 1 in the Think section, which will ask you to list some of the specific features you found useful in one of the 4 sites listed. Okay, please pause now. The next grouping we'll review is the Standards Aligned Curricular Units Resources set. We're going to follow the same discovery model we used in the first grouping. This section may take a bit longer to explore as there are complete curriculum guides included in some of these, but it will be well worth your time. Consider your topic and choose one of these 5 sites to review. Type your most exciting findings from the site that you reviewed in question 2 in the Think section. Then continue the webcast when you've finished. Please pause now. The next grouping we're going to explore contains 12 links to locate books, audio, video, pictures, and activities that you might use to fulfill the mixed media component of the text sets. As with our earlier sites, some may have paid versions, but I only included options that could also offer free media as well. Hopefully you've been able to determine a few possible topics for your text set, so consider those and explore at least one of these sites to locate some media that will help build your text set. Type your most exciting findings from the site you reviewed in question 3 in the Think section. Then continue the webcast when you're finished. Please pause now. The final grouping we'll be exploring is the text sets and related text set sites. These are links that will provide sets that have already been gathered and are a great starting point in creating your own sets, one specifically designed with your unique students' needs in mind. Choose one of the 4 sites listed in the groupings to search and respond to question 4 in the Think section. Then continue the webcast when you've finished. Please pause now. I hope you've enjoyed your explanation of some great sites and have found some exciting resources. These are just a sampling of the hundreds of resources that are available, so if you use a free site and would like to share it so we can build our collective knowledge, please share that resource in your final reflection for this module. And remember to include your name and email address to receive your certificate of completion. You are now ready to move to the final module, Effective Text Set Design. Happy reading!